Hello, welcome to Eriu Tarot Readings. I'm Eriu and let's have a look at your September Love 2020 reading. So remember, this is normally based on your sun sign. If you don't get all that you need from this one, do check out your moon and your rising sign as well. And more importantly, because this is your love reading, have a look at your Venus and your Mars sign as well. But enough of all that. Let's see what September Love has in store for you. I'm really looking forward to it. Hello, Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. I hope you're having a fantastic birthday month. I love Virgos. I love all the star signs, but I love me some Virgo. So happy birthday to you. Although sun, moon and rising Virgos, I hope you're having a great birthday month and a lot of abundance and affluence is coming your way. So let's see what the month of September, your love life, holds in store for you. So Virgo, you are going to be the top line in this reading, and your love interest and the person that you have some sort of inkling about or you're in a relationship with, they're going to be the bottom line there as well. So let's look top left hand corner where you currently are. So we have the Prince of Cups. So Virgo, there's something going on for you in the month of September where you feel very generous in giving some emotional support and your emotions in general to some people. There's something quite healing about you in your birthday month, Virgo, and I think because all this abundance is coming to you, you feel you can reciprocate and give that out to other people as well. I'm feeling a very Six of Pentacles energy off this Prince of Cups as well, so it's really, really lovely. Prince of Cups, so we have someone here who does have a message of love to give, or again, as I said, healing powers to give, but it is a message format. So with this particular prince, and again, just to say, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, the genders aren't specific in these readings ever, okay? But you know that, Virgo. We've been together a long time, you and I. So as I was saying, Prince of Cups here. So somebody who's quite willing to give their devotion and more importantly, their emotional time to somebody. So whoever you're interested in, Virgo, has really caught your eye and you're kind of saying to yourself, well, you know what? Don't normally give out my cup to just anybody. But this person's turned your head quite a bit. Well, this is where you currently are. Beautiful state of even just self-security and happiness within the self. I'm really happy to see that. Now, underneath you there, bottom left-hand corner, we have the Nine of Wands. So potentially the person that you have an interest in could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But what's more important to note is that we have somebody here who has a lot of passion and a lot of love to give. But equally, like you, doesn't give it out to everybody. At the moment, the person that you're interested in is in a state of fight or flight, but more importantly, they're in a state of almost stagnation. There's an element of love being too overwhelming for them right now, or also that their love life in general or how they give love to someone is so enormous that they feel like sometimes they have to hold a lid on it. I think that's why as well, Virgo, we see you with the Prince of Cups offering that cup and saying, look, you know, give me your love. Like, I'm right here. I'm happy. I'll show you. I'm giving this a safe space. I'm going to show you first by doing. Here is my cup of love. And so the Nine of Wands here is saying, I want to give you. If you really look at this card, it's very the wands or the rods, whichever way you want to call it, are projecting outwards and are ready to shoot, but they're stuck in the ground. So this is a push and pull between them also within themselves. Now, this person does hold a wand in their right hand. So it's not like they're oblivious to the love that they can give, but they're currently just overwhelmed with the possibility of love or giving that love out to you. Now, that can be for a plethora of reasons. It could be to do with their work life, home life balance, could be their friends are influencing them, which I'm hearing is actually key to some of you, and some of you have already copped onto this as well, that the friends thing is a bit of an issue. Maybe this person hasn't got a very good support system around them, and they have people around them that don't feed them the best of intention information or even like accurate information. So you potentially may be hearing from this person, but I see not so much. Now, it's not to say that there isn't going to be sunlight on the horizon here. Both of you hold those two elements as well. But don't be surprised if they are not moving forward in the way that you'd hope. So how do you see this relationship, Virgo? Well, you have the Nine of Cups here. Cancer had this as well. Lovely card. So Virgo, you're not oblivious to the love that you can give this person or the amount of love and self-worth that you have for yourself. You're not oblivious to this. Also, with this particular card, it's like life's little lessons, especially love life, has taught you how to evolve emotionally. So that's why you're not I don't see you in a phase of, or being phased, I should say, or being over dramatic about anything regarding this particular person. It's really them that are struggling. You seem very solid to me. So the Nine of Cups here, you sit quite well. This is also the Wish card in the Minor Arcana. So this is saying what you're looking for, what you're wishing for can come to fruition, but it does seem like that there might be a trying period, or more of a period where your patience is what's most needed here. So in many ways, this relationship is teaching you how to utilize that patience more, and how to not be swayed when the other person is emotionally unstable. For you, you can stand and sit, as regards to this particular picture, you can sit quite comfortably in yourself and not be moved by their own turbulent emotional struggle. Now, how they see this relationship is the 10 of Wands. So they see this, so they've gone from a 9 to a 10. So I see a progression in their inner torment, I want to say. This person is when I said it was overwhelmed before, now they're being overbeared by their own actions. So the 10 of Wands here is saying that this person is taking on far too much. And I honestly think it's more about how they see love and things, as opposed to being a yes person. I think they're taking on their own inner struggle to such a degree that it's weighing heavy on their shoulders, that it's really an uphill battle for them, that this signifies that a possible relationship with you would be harder, or maybe with a bit more hardship. And that's not to say that that could even be the case, Virgo. And there's nothing to say here that you've even contributed anything to that. It's more of a case that they think that this is how it's going to be. They feel that the love might be overwhelming. So if they struggle with even their own self-love, it's becoming quite apparent to me here with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, that there will be certain excuses used in love in order to move away from it and justify not needing to be part of it, which is kind of crazy because we all need love, right, Virgo? Right? And we're all nodding together saying, yes, we need love in some sort of format, and especially connection and intimacy on this level. So in your headspace for the month of September, we've got the third card here, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So you're not going to get overwhelmed with this. You're not going to get bombarded with your own self-doubt with regards to how this person's conducting themselves or how they're taking care of themselves. You're going back to what you know. You're saying, you know what? My head isn't going to be full of what ifs, maybes, and do they, will they, won't they. I'm going back to what I know. I'm going back to the grind. I'm going to continue to work on myself, but I'm also going to throw myself in my work, because that's where I flourish and that's what I do best. And I'm going to project that outwards into the universe, because that's what's going to bring me a lot of satisfaction. So your headspace isn't being taken up by them, which is really nice. You're doing the opposite. You're giving yourself your own self-love for the month of September, while they try to figure out their own kind of inner demons, essentially. And so you're going, well, I'm going to cultivate things how I want them to be, because with you, Virgo, you understand that in order to make something happen, you have to create it from the ground up. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles here, you've already been there, done that. We've got the 8, beautiful infinity symbol, and also the Leo number. Excuse me. You could also be dealing with the Leo. I think I said that before, because we have a lot of strong wand energy, and then we see you also being the Queen of Wands, which we'll get to in a moment. But I see you here really going, what's important to me? Because, you know, I could take or leave it. I do have feelings for you. I could take it or leave it though right now. If you're not going to come out of the woodwork, then I'm going to just do my own business. And there's this lovely element of, I see you kind of working through the night though as well, Virgo, being kind of a night owl. If some of you are writers, it might be a case that your inspiration actually comes alive more so at nighttime, or you just feel like it's easier for you to write at nighttime, or anyone who just has that more midnight owl aspect. You're willing to burn the midnight oil to get what you want in other areas of your life, so you don't become distracted by their energy. And why should you? I agree. I have my Mars in Virgo, so that's why I can say that. I'm like, work is great, isn't it great? Work is great, right? I love work. So yeah, I see you doing that, and I see you doing that with a quiet diligence and almost like a carefreeness, which is lovely. Now in their headspace, they have the Three of Cups. So what are they doing? So you're not dealing with them. You're not being distracted with them, but they're doing the opposite. They're distracting themselves. So if you don't hear from this person, it could be that they're out socializing a bit more. They could be out drinking a little bit more. They could be trying to get back to their tribe, because for a lot of people during this particular pandemic, dropping the P bomb. I know, we're all so sick of that word, right? But it's true. It's still here, and we're living with it. So a lot of people, they're feeling like they were lost, and then now that when they meet up with people they haven't seen in a few months, it's like getting back to their tribe, getting back to a sense of their self. The problem is with this person that they're relying on the tribe for them to get their sense of self, when it should be up to them to do that. My advice also would be, Virgo, to not look on their social media, especially their Instagram, because if you see stuff up, it may hurt your feelings and it may block you from even moving forward with this person. But so just stay away from that sort of aspect to it, because they're out trying to find themselves when you've already done that. So you don't need to watch them trying to do that, because you know better at this stage. And it's also their life lesson to kind of go through that. And you're clever enough now not to block it, right? That's why I love Virgos. You're all such a clever bunch, aren't you? Oh, so intelligent. So let's look at the heart space then for you, which is the last card there. We've the Queen of Wands. So it's not like you haven't taken on any attributes that they have. They've taught you a little bit of that as well. They've taught you to feel that fire within yourself, to cultivate that fire and to let it burn. And that's really a beautiful thing. And also to show that, because when we see people who have that really fiery aspect to them, I don't know about you, but it's endearing. It's that warmth, but it's also like this firecracker aspect where you think, God, this person is just completely themselves. And so you start to don those attributes of the Queen of Wands. You're an initiator. You're a compassionate person. You're a loving person. You'll take on that leadership role. You do it, albeit with a quietness, which is by no means a bad thing. But in this particular card, you're really showing yourself up. You're showing up, Virgo. And I say that as well because you're pointing outwards towards this person. You're saying, are you ready? Look at me. Now what? And Pisces had a similar energy to you, whereas they really showed up with the King of Pentacles energy. But your heart space is like, I'm ready for this. Are you? Are you going to show up with me? Are you going to walk the walk and talk the talk? What are you going to do? Because I'm here, and don't waste my time. So there's definitely a more ferocious assertiveness to you. That doesn't mean you're going to gobble the other person up, but it means business. And they can't not see that in you. Now their heart space is the Five of Cups. So this person, I'm getting the feeling that this person actually doesn't feel like they are good enough for you. If we look at things on paper, it may be a case that they're not kind of financially stable. Because of the pandemic, they may have lost their job. Because of that, then they couldn't pay rent. They're back home with the folks. Could be like a snowball effect of how their life has gone. Or it could be from past relationships with people that they go, Jesus, you know what, I'm not good enough. And those other relationships may have reinforced that doubt in their heads. And the Five of Cups here is saying, I don't think I'm worth it. I don't think I can give you what you want. And you're like, but I'm right here. I'm the Queen of Wands. And they're going, I don't. They just don't see it. It's not that they don't see your self-worth or your desire or want, but they don't see it within themselves. And so they have all this beautiful emotional wealth as well that they're just kind of keeping on the back burner because their development in that area it was stunted for some reason. And it's kind of sad to see that, to be honest. It's almost like you want to shake them a little bit, Virgo, because it's like, why don't you see what I see? Why can't you see the potential in this? And in some ways they do, but then they're overwhelmed by themselves. This person puts a lot on themselves. A lot. And you, by nature or by tradition as a zodiac sign of being Virgo, you may have done that in the past, but you're so good at finding balance within yourself, like really good, that they don't seem to have done that yet. Okay, Virgo, so let's have a look at your outcome card. Okay, so what we have here is a major arcana, and in this particular deck, it's known as the Feralt. Now, the Feralt, as you and I would know it in normal decks, would be known as a Temperance card. And as for you, this is the only major arcana that you have in your September reading, but that doesn't matter at all. So, what is Temperance? Temperance is about emotional equilibrium. It is about maintaining that within the self. It is about inner peace, deep inner peace. It's knowing when to push and pull. It is knowing when to let things flow and to try and stop them. But with this particular card, this is about harmony and being successful in your endeavors in certain positions of restoring that harmony. Deep peace, as I said, is extremely important, and you'll get that from the inspiration and contentment of the flow of the water. So here we actually have someone who doesn't look very celestial, I guess the word is I'm looking for. In the normal Temperance card, we would have someone that is like that. They have the third eye chakra is open, the crown chakra is illuminated. But for here we see someone who's just at their daily grind, but with themselves. And so that's something that really reflected with you for the Eight of Pentacles. And this is saying the outcome of this is that no matter what way this flows, Virgo, no matter how this person moves, maintain your inner peace at all costs. Now, that's not to say you don't take a risk, because in love we have to take the risk, right? But this is saying, first and foremost, you need to put that inner peace ahead of other things. And I think you already get that, because we can already see that through the entire top line for this reading for you. So whatever happens with this person, it may be temporary, it may have longevity. But for you, as a sign of as Virgo, as the person who serves, now it is time for you to put yourself first. So no matter what happens, that's what you need to do. And the outcome will be that you're still golden. Okay, Virgo, I hope you liked this reading. If you dig what I do, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. As you can see, I'm trying to do different formats for the reading. So if there's any particular area of your life that you'd like to see, or just something you'd like to see in general. I mean, I love making up different formats for tarot readings anyway, and I do that with my personal readings too. Also, if you would like a personal reading, you can certainly have one. My details are below. You can just give me an email and I'll send you all my prices as well. During these crazy times, take care of yourself, Virgo. Happy birthday again to you. Sending you all my love, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.